3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Highbrow Highlights podcast. I'm Ellen Steinke.
I'm Thomas Nelson.
I'm Caleb Tagas.
And we're here to bring the highlights of Chicago comedy scene to you. I am a comedy noob. I am new on town, and I know nothing. I'm starting Second City Conservatory. What about you, Tom?
I've got a little bit more experience where I started off with a lot of short form comedy, sports comedy back in DC, then moved out to Chicago 2014, and then have been doing it on and off ever since then. And currently I'm helping manage Highbrow Lowbrow and taking classes and getting involved at the Annoyance Theater.
I'm Caleb, and I've been doing improv on and off since high school. COVID was probably the biggest off, but getting back into it. And yeah, we've been doing Highbrow Lowbrow for several years now. I should know the date. I should find that out. But yeah, just in the comedy scene for a long time, taking classes at all the major 3 theaters. And yeah, just love comedy. Comedy is comedy.
We love comedy.
Chicago comedy is a beautiful scene.
It's beautiful. What you guys do this week related to comedy that you really enjoyed? You want to share?
Yeah, let's see. So one of the benefits of being a student at the Annoyance, like a lot of these theaters, you can get a lot of free shows. And so I saw Flex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just your classic improv. They had 2 of their comedians come out and do about 5 minutes each of stand-up. They had another group open as well, and then they probably did about 30 minutes or so themselves, but just classic long form improv, no kind of special flavor behind it, just good time on the main stage at the Annoyance.
Nice, very nice. We went to Tom's writing sketch production team. Half Day Kindergarten had the debut of their
Love Me Not.
Nah. It's just with a K there. Yeah, so that was super fun. That was at the Holiday Club. Great times galore. Ellen was in it. Tom was in it. Tom played a very good greasy boy.
Yeah, good old neckbeard, the role I was meant to play.
Yeah, ate some hot sauce.
I took there were so many shots of me taking shots of hot sauce.
Yes, yeah.
So I had heartburn.
But that was super fun, and that's super awesome to see. And yeah, just a different take on Chicago comedy here. Obviously, not everyone's just doing stand-up and like stuff like that. There's a lot of production and movies and plenty of film clubs out there as well if you're looking for that. And yeah, how about you, Helen?
Yeah, that was my main attraction for this time period, seeing Love Me Cannot. It was super funny.
Okay.
And yeah, there were laughs throughout, lots of good characters, good writing.
A lot of good characters,
and the ending bloopers were funny too, the improv in that was super funny. But yeah,
Thank you guys.
It was amazing.
Oh my
I loved it.
When I sent it to my dad, there's a joke I make that of my character pretending to like burn down an Olive Garden, and then my dad responded to that by sending me like 3 or 4 links to actual Olive Gardens that have burned down. And that's his way of showing support.
He's like, I can relate to this because of the news. That's cool.
I went to my friend's Conservatory 2 midway show.
Okay.
Or like there were 3 or 4 conservatory classes within the show.
Yeah.
And lots of good stuff, really funny. I love those shows, like it feels so collaborative and like
for sure,
so supportive and fun. You're in there and it's like you spend an hour or 2 and it just feels so like giddy and happy and supportive, and just like, even though I'm not friends with everybody on stage, it just feels like they're making their friends laugh, and
definitely
that's what I really like. One thing I really like about comedy in general, just the warm fuzzies of making your friends laugh. Oh, and I saw Ante Up, which my improv teacher Brian Morrow, he hosts a show called Ante Up, and basically improvisers can audition and join. I think they pay like $35 for a run or $35 for a show, but they basically join a team with an established coach, and they get to play with the coach, and they have like it's a 2-hour show, and I think they have like 6 to 8 teams that go up and do improv. And there's a lot of really good teams, lots of like, very solid improv and like funny, and the coaches were really funny too, and all the players. So that was a really good show to go watch and maybe audition for one day. I don't know, or if one wants to audition and be in it, it seems like a great opportunity because it's like a 8-week run, I think.
Oh, that's
wow.
really nice. Yeah, that's great.
And you get to audition, or you get to play with the coaches. They don't just watch from the audience.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was really funny and super fun. Yeah.
If you're trying to find smaller places to flex your muscle, there's a bunch of, improv and comedy jams all over the city. If we want to talk about that, I mean, all right, Caleb, you got the list, so you want to rattle them off?
Yeah, IO Theater, Green Room Improv on Wednesdays at 7:30. That's a bring your own team, but also obviously you can go solo. We've gone to we've gone to
the CIC one.
The CIC one right now. They're at Finley Dunes. Very fun name, and that is at Wednesdays at 8. Super fun there. BYOT as well, or just they do a solo jam at the end so everyone can get up and everyone can perform. The Annoyance has their own open stage on Tuesdays at 9:30, but then they also have their student jam Mondays at 9, correct?
9:30.
9:30. Logan Square Improv, also an open jam there. Sundays at 6, check that out. And yeah, I mean, a ton of small theaters have great options and places to perform.
Yeah, sorry. Also, Second City, Thursdays at 8 or 8:30. That's their student.
Yeah.
But that's mainly short form. But it's a lot of fun. It's a very positive environment.
I do love short form.
Yeah, and it's like it kind of gets to the I love short form.
Yeah, the way you said that is like you had some like deep
Yeah, I mean I could talk about hours, so I was cutting myself off before
Mr. Comedy Sports.
Yeah.
No, I feel like last time I went, I was like kind of in like a slump. I was like, ugh, improv. And then I went and go play the games, and like the games just like bring so much joy, and like everyone in the room is feeling that joy, and like little puzzle, and like it's not as much about like performance and like, ooh, that was a good scene, as like we're just here to have fun and like play games together, and so it's a good vibe, if anything.
Yeah, it's all about that community. I think you nailed it on earlier in the episode of just that. I think that's what really is what like we love about the improv and comedy, especially the Chicago community, is just that you get that togetherness, y'all help each other out and you grow, and we're happy to be a resource for anyone trying to, climb the ladder and get noticed. Exactly.
Whoa.
Be famous.
Yeah. Yeah, say it as evil as possible.
Yeah. Make some friends.
Make some friends. No, it's about friendship. It's about make friends.
Make friends or else.
Yeah. Anything else? Or you want to jump into shows we want to see? Shows we're keeping an eye out on?
Oh, Pete Holmes is coming to the Den.
Oh nice. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that's big. Where was Pete Holmes' last special? I just watched that.
It's like I'm for everyone, which is kind of conceited.
I don't know, but
I am everyone.
Yeah, it was about him being God. No, I'm not going to find this, so don't. We'll just transition.
I love Pete Holmes.
I am not for everyone.
Yeah,
so
like,
it's
I'm
actually
pretty sure it's
not
the opposite of what you said.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep to that, but I was tired.
Rave reviews. Piling in.
Rave reviews.
I love to show Crashing, but I don't actually really.
Crashing was a good show, truly.
Crashing was really good. I'm not huge on his podcast. This last special I watched, I actually liked it a lot. It was
Yeah.
He's a very wacky guy.
Did you read his book?
No.
His book is really good.
Is it?
His story. It is very similar to Crashing.
Nice. Okay.
But yes, it's very spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? There was a documentary on Amazon Prime that came out in 2018 that I loved, and it was one of my inspirations to pursue comedy.
Inside Jokes.
And it has Rosebud Baker in it, and she's a writer on SNL now, / just generally famous stand-up comedian.
Okay.
But it like follows these. I didn't even know what JFL was before I watched this documentary, but it follows like 5 or 6 comedians, mostly in Los Angeles, as they like get ready for JFL auditions and like going through the whole process and like what it's like creating their material and going to all these open mics and just pounding the pavement and like working out their jokes, and then the tension of actually auditioning and the tension now actually like going through those rounds. And I just had no idea. And like, I just had no idea. And JFL is like such a cool showcase and process.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this might be a topic for a future episode, but I'd love to compare stand-up versus improv, and who do you think has a better chance of actually like making it or like actually working as a comedian?
Stand-up.
Yeah, I completely agree, but I do feel performance-wise, I think it's stand-up in a weird way, but writer's room I do feel is improv or sketch.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's more of like, because stand-up you're more like image focused and you have to put yourself out there, and that's kind of what you need nowadays. But like if you're actually being like creative and writing something, I think that the improv process is really helpful for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen stand-ups, maybe it's just Chicago obviously, but has stand-ups climb faster, gain more success, get more like spots, and obviously get paid quicker than improv. I've just seen a lot of improv people kind of just you get to a team and like you're there for a while and like it's good, and like I feel like improv is the base that you have to build off of. You can't just do improv forever, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'll go into sketch, it'll go into character work, and then you start auditioning for things and stuff like that. But yeah.
I mean, I do consider improv to be an art form in and of itself. But I do consider, I think for all most intents and purposes, improv is like batting practice as to like baseball. Did I already say this with you guys?
No. What's baseball then? Just comedy in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like theater games are a means to an end of like better theater and better acting.
Sure. Right. Okay.
So like they're kind of like a piece to the puzzle. So you can make like batting practice or a driving range its own sport, but in practice it's meant for a bigger goal.
Yeah, no,
So
I
I
agree with
think-
that for sure.
Yeah, so having an improv practice or like doing that is like a regular thing is good, but I think it's hard to like make it into more than that. Maybe. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Cut that out. I didn't say that.
No, stand by your opinions.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like the only improvisers who I know have like made a living just off of improvising are just like Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles and like the Who's Line folks.
Sure.
Comedy sports.
Yeah. But I mean, even they like do commercial work, or Ryan Stiles was on the Drew Carey show for a bit.
Right. I mean, no one's, I mean, honestly, until I hadn't seen any improv specials until Middleditch and Schwartz.
Yeah. You should check out Ask.
Oh, that's true. They did some stuff. Yeah.
That's just on YouTube.
That was a while back, but yeah, I think it kind of lulled for a while. Like you didn't hear any big, because I think it did just become such an acceptable, like they found a lot of talent for that. Like, I mean, oh my God, like improv stars from Chicago, from LA, like dominated like major network televisions for like forever, realistically. Well, I mean, it used to be stand-ups, I feel like back in the day. They would get their own shows, blah, blah, blah. Ray Romano, perfect example. But then, yeah, I think comedy like kind of switched to realizing like the improv, and that just builds more of a team mentality, and the writer's room is a bigger thing. Like what you said is like that just naturally fits in easier, whereas stand-up, you're very much in your own head, very much on your own self. Right. You're on your own self.
I like that because I think that means we'll always need those improvisers and stand-ups for our like longer format entertainment, because I don't really see too many TikTok and Instagram stars transitioning from 30-second clips to full-on TV shows. They try, but they usually fail.
Yeah, they usually kind of just transition to sketch, or I mean, you are seeing a lot of guys go into stand-up, like that Trevor Wallace guy. They're touring in stand-up. A lot of the short form, just sketch, quick groups. But I think it is because it's kind of like a quicker. It's almost short form improv to a degree, whereas like long form improv is like more of a thing that you have to put a lot of time into master.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just going back to it personally, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. You have
Oh
good
my
characters, but you still got to
God.
tell a story.
Right. Yeah. Characters ain't true. But yeah, for sure. If that was a tangent.
Yeah, that was a good tangent. That was good stuff.
That was a good tangent. Good tangent.
Anything else? No.
No, you gotta go to a date. You got a
Yeah.
hot date.
Boy's got a hot date.
Yeah.
He's got love in the air. Well, we wish you luck, Tom.
Thank you.
Godspeed.
I love this.
Godspeed.
Can we just act like at the end of every episode, like, well, Tom has another date.
That was a date.
It's not acting. It's going to be real.
It's a real person,
Yeah,
guys.
I swear she's
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Yeah, you're just going
I
home.
just didn't lie about going home so I can finish Avatar.
Ooh, good shit.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Another day of highlights.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Down.
I like that. Yeah.
I like it. Highlights on the horizon.
Ooh,
That's pretty
Ooh.
good. Should have called
yeah.
it that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, recreate our
Starting
fucking
over.
logo.
Actually, that'd be a pretty
Reboot.
easy recreation.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Truly. All right. Well, thanks for listening and catch you on the flippity flip.
Flippity flap.
See ya.
Bye.